Hey y'all, so I'm here with my 2019 reading goals video. So we are full force ahead into 2019 and I am a BookTube newbie, but I do have reading goals that I want to share with you guys, and hopefully, our book community, we can keep each other accountable. So my first goal is that I want to get physical books and audiobooks. So I read a ton of books via audiobook, and I forget to purchase the actual book, and it's frustrating because I have read so many books but my library look like, so books is one of those things, like, I feel like that's a reflection of me. That's what I read. That's a collection that I want to have. So I started buying books that I can remember that I read, and buying them in used copy or buying them from the library just to have. But again, I want to break that habit this year. So for every audiobook that I hear, I want to actually purchase the physical book and do it in real time so I can watch my collection grow and actually be proud of what I'm reading. Next goal is that I want to read 30 books for this entire year. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, because I have seen some of y'all reading goals now are very ambitious, but your girl gotta work. So unfortunately, it's not gonna be 50 books for the year, which is usually what most people say because they try to get through one book a week. I don't like to rush my reading. Sometimes stories are heavy. Sometimes I read a lot of self-development books and I want to actively put in the work before I move on to the next step. So I think 30 books is a good number for me. If I should exceed it, I'll be so happy, but I'm going to do the best that I can to meet that goal. I also want to start rereading some books. So I got a secret. I've read Hunger Games 3 times in its entirety in my adult life. Don't tell nobody. So it's one of those stories where you gotta keep reading over, because this is how good it is. Like, it is just such a good story. But I have tons of good books that I feel like I read 10 plus years ago that I need to reread just to grasp what the author was getting from me. Like, it's books that I know that even though they were heavy back then, I need to reread them and really, try to dissect it in this more mature brain that I have now. Things like the autobiography of Malcolm X, Freakonomics, some good books that I read in high school that I know that might just have a different perspective for me. So I want to start rereading. But with my vivacious reading goal for the year, I think I'm just going to start with saying, before the year is up, I want to reread one good book. So that's what I'm going to hold myself accountable to, is seriously rereading one good book. Book budget. So I am a faithful member of Scribes. I do the $8.99 unlimited subscription a month. I think it is the best buy in the world. Like, it is the best subscription program in the world. Unlimited books for $9.99 or $8.99 a month. It doesn't get any better than that. First of all, what book, especially new release, what book can you get at the bookstore for $9.99, period? But on top of that, I'm getting more than one. So like that's just not gonna stop. It's like Apple Music, Netflix, Scribe. Like, that's not gonna stop. But when you total it up, that's $120 for the year. And if we circle back to my first goal, I said that I wanted physical books for every audiobook that I read. So now I'm starting to look at some dollars. But life hack, I discovered that my local library has a semi-annual book sale. I went last fall and I racked up for a dub. So they're actually having it at the end of January, and I plan on going again. I'm probably gonna say $50 and really ball out, because everything is $1. I'm gonna get books that I've read, books that I want to read. There's no such thing as having too many to be read books. Like, a woman's greatest treasure is her unread library. So that's knowledge that's literally right there that you can reach out and touch, and that's a book that you can just grab when you're waiting. So I don't believe in having too many books that I haven't read. I can't wait to go to the library and ball out and show y'all what I get. My to be read pile. So I noticed that a lot of booktubers let their TBR pile kind of haunt them. F that. My TBR pile is my TBR pile. Now, there are certain career books, some self-development books that I really am disciplined with getting through. Like, okay, I'm gonna read these many books. I I've listed out the titles, the authors. I know that I'm going to have to get through them. That's something I've been doing for a couple of years. So I do have a solid self-development TBR pile that I stick to. Other than that, I don't really have a TBR pile. Like I have, well, I take that back. I do, but I don't hold myself accountable to it. If I see a book, I want it. If somebody buys me a book, I'm graciously accepting it. So I have tons of books that have not yet been read. I don't really care. I'm still gonna buy some, and I'll get to them when I get to them. I get to them when I feel like getting to them. Like I read a book and it'll, you know, spark my interest, and I want to read more about that subject matter. So guess what? The next book gonna get bumped off, and then I'm gonna go, you know, really read about what I want to read about, what's leading me next. Or somebody might drop a book that I want to read, or a celebrity memoir might come and it might be world stop. Because best believe if Kanye drops the book or if J. Cole drops the book, I'm buying it. By the way, I just found out that Kanye has a coffee table book called Glow in the Dark. I ain't even got a coffee table because I have an ottoman, but guess what? Your girl finna get the book and get a coffee table to complement the book because it's serious. That's reading goal for the year, if you want to really call it that, is I got to figure out a really decent display for my books. Like, so just, you know, because this is my YouTube channel and I'm new and I'm getting more personal with you guys, I'm renting right now, but one of my major goals in the near future is home ownership. And so I've been trying to be really disciplined with my finances as far as, you know, living off the necessities, saving up for a down payment. Some of y'all probably know the struggle. So that's where I'm at now. So I'm struggling with, do I really want to spend money into redecorating and, you know, having my feng shui together? Or is that money that I could just really stack in the bank? And so that's where I'm at now. And when I'm disciplined and I'm have my mind set on a goal, I usually try to stick to it. I know y'all probably thinking like, yo, you can get a bookshelf from IKEA for like $100. Yeah, but that's $100 that I'm, you know, lapsing from my goal with. So I'm gonna figure something out for this year. It might just be a pill that I have to swallow if I have to come across some extra money, but I literally do need to figure out what's something on the books. I have books hanging on hangers behind me just for aesthetics, for my BookTube purposes, but literally every book that I own is literally stacked up on a pile on the floor behind me with no type of rhyme or reason. It just looks horrible. I'm embarrassed when company comes over. So I have to, you know, figure something out. And I just don't want a run-of-the-mill bookshelf. I want something cute, or like one of those, you know, like 6x6 cubic squares from like IKEA, where you can put like little trinkets and little decorations and all types of random stuff from TJ Maxx in. But then again, random stuff adds up. So that's something that I'm battling with. But we'll see. We'll see what 2019 does for me. And if I happen to be able to redecorate, I guess I'll definitely go take you guys on that journey with me. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all out and treat my books good. Like, you know, I bought a new couch. And that's that. And like I said, the whole coffee table situation, that's not next on my list, but I do want to treat my books good. So if I do decide to decorate my living room, the books will be, you know, VIP in that, and I will take you guys on that journey. So that's all of my reading goals for 2019. I can't wait to revisit this at the end of the year and see how far I got. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I want to see, and then tag me, because I want to see what you guys got too. And hopefully we can help hold each other accountable. And I'll see you guys next video.